In less than a minute, I'll be discussing 21 ways that you can implement 8 highly profitable clothing business ideas. All the ideas have proven to be in high demand, which means there is a market for you and your competitors. But with the tips I'll share, if you actually implement them, your clothing business will become your ideal audience's go-to. There are actually 2 types of people that I want this video to reach. The first is that person trying to start their own clothing brand this year or next year, but want ideas that will make them stand out and actually become successful because they don't want to get lost in a market with bigger and well-known clothing brands. The second person I want to reach is that established clothing business owner who just wants to stand out in the best way. Not only will I discuss the ideas, I'll also show you where you can get the contact details of clothing manufacturers that can bring all of these ideas to life. So make sure you stick around till the very end. Without wasting your time and my time, let's dive in. Idea number 1 is body type collection. This idea is exactly what it sounds like. You're going to be launching or stocking up on outfits for a particular body type. There are 2 ways you could implement this idea. The first is you sell outfits for people with a specific body type. That would mean you selling outfits for people with, let's say, hourglass figure or pear figure or rectangular figure, and so on. This idea requires you making your entire clothing business about your chosen body type. The girlies with this body type will feel heard and seen by your business. Imagine that a girl with a particular body type who is thankfully aware finds your business and doesn't have to second guess whether an outfit will look good on her or not, because all the clothes you sell are meant to flatter her figure in the best way. Now that is body positivity. The second and last way to implement this idea is you sell outfits for girls with a specific body type within a specific aesthetic. For example, you sell outfits for a triangle body type whose aesthetic is the soft girl aesthetic. It's important that I point out that with this idea, you don't have to actually launch your own clothing line if you cannot afford it. You can always just buy high quality ready to ship clothes from clothing manufacturers like the ones I'll recommend at the end of this video. If you decide to launch your own line, make sure you use great quality materials for the clothes. So, work with a good clothing manufacturer or manufacturers. Idea number 2 is date-inspired collection. The idea here is the type of clothes you sell are inspired exclusively by romantic dates. There are 3 ways you could implement this idea. The first way is you sell outfits for dinner dates or lunch dates. And if you're a stylist yourself, you could add a free consultation service or a paid one depending on who your ideal audience will be when you implement this idea. The second way to implement this idea is you sell a bundle collection of a set of 3 dinner date outfits. These outfits must reflect a specific aesthetic for your customer. Now pay attention because this is where it actually gets technical. You could make the collection outfits for your client's first 3 romantic dates. Remember the aesthetic thing I spoke about earlier? It comes to play here. The 3 outfits should portray a particular aesthetic. So if you're confused on what this means, take your time and study all of these different aesthetic here. Or you could make it a bundle collection where your customers can choose any 3 date outfits that they like from your collection and you give them a fixed or custom price. You could implement this idea for people within a specific budget or income bracket. If you're a fashion designer, you could launch your own collection. If you're not a fashion designer, just buy ready to ship clothes from reliable clothing manufacturers like the ones I will recommend. By the way, all of the ideas I'm discussing here, plus a lot more ideas in different niches, particularly in the beauty and fashion industry like clothing, jewelries, bag, makeup, skincare, etc., with tips on how to actually implement these ideas. All 100 of them are in my free ebook. It's called 100 Business Ideas and it is up for grabs. So if you want it, comment 100 biz ideas and I'll send you the link to download it, or you could check the description box for the download link. Idea number 3 is modest fashion collection. The idea here is your clothing business revolves around selling modest outfits that are equally stylish. There are 3 ways you can successfully implement this idea. The first way is you sell modest maxi dresses specifically made for people within a specific aesthetic. For example, maxi modern dresses for soft girl aesthetic. The second way is you sell elegant and modest tops or skirts or loose pants for formal events. The third and last way is you sell crochet or knitted modest clothes, not hand knitted, something like this. Idea number 4 is high-end bodysuit collection. To successfully implement this idea, you need to invest in top quality bodysuits. There are 3 ways you could implement this business idea. The first way is you sell 3 to 5 specific designs or color of bodysuits per month. The second way is you sell them in bundles. So in each bundle, there could be about 3 to 5 of the same style of bodysuits, but in different colors, or same color but different styles. The third and last way is you sell the bodysuits in wholesale. For this, you could set your wholesale MOQ at 15 or 20 pieces. So you sell to retailers, small business owners, or customers who can afford your wholesale MOQ. Idea number 5 is leather collection. There are 3 ways you could implement this business idea, and the first way is you sell the leather as an accessory. For example, a leather waist belt, a leather corset, etc. The second way is you sell leather cargo pants. You could sell them in different colors, or you could just stick to black pants. The third way is you sell leather bodycon dresses in a specific size or 3 different specific sizes. Yes, instead of selling the dresses in all sizes, just stick to 3 or 1 specific size. Idea number 6 is personal shopper subscription, style inspired. For this idea, first and foremost, you need to be a stylist, and your audience must understand your styling. A clash of this foundation will ruin your business model. There are 2 ways stylists can implement this idea. The first way is you sell a subscription plan for 2 to 3 specific aesthetic each month or quarter of the year. Then you shop for outfits that falls into those specific aesthetics for your clients. The second way is you sell a subscription plan for a theme style every month or quarter in the form of a mystery box. So your clients will send you their sizes, and then you create an order that falls within the theme style of the month for them. Idea number 7 is monochrome fashion. For this idea, here's a quick tip. You could sell them for men alone or women alone, or both if you want to go big. There are 2 ways you could implement this idea. The first way is you sell monochrome 2-piece sets specifically for official wear, or for 9 to 5 hours. The second and last way is you sell monochrome outfits specifically for casual events. Idea number 8 is custom line. There are about 7 ways you could implement this idea, but I'll discuss only 3 here. If you want the rest, it's in the 100 Business Ideas ebook, and it's up for grabs, so you could download it. The first way you can implement this idea is you launch a line of bodycon maxi dresses in neutral or solid colors. For your first launch, I'll suggest that you start with 3 to 5 colors. The second way you could implement this is you launch a line of classy mini brunch dresses for soft girl aesthetic girls. They could be in a specific neutral or bold color, but never launch both types of colors in the same collection, except the bold colors are like black or white. The third and last way you could implement this idea is you launch your own line of club dresses that come in pairs for best friends. Even if they come in pairs, it doesn't have to be the same color or style. It could be outfits for besties with alternating vibes, or if it's the same color, you could switch up the styles and designs of the outfits. So that'll be all for the clothing business ideas in this video. There are about 4 or 5 more clothing business ideas discussed in the 100 Business Ideas ebook with tips on how to implement them alongside other businesses in the fashion and beauty niche. If you want to get the full list, comment 100 Biz ideas and I'll send you the link, or check the description box. Now, as you know, you cannot start any of these clothing business ideas without the help of a reliable clothing manufacturer or manufacturing companies, especially if you're not a fashion designer or someone who at least sews. You can go down the route of finding them yourself online or on B2B sourcing apps such as Alibaba or any other apps that suppliers typically enlist on. Then you go on to vet as many as you can find individually to make sure they are good enough for your business, which if you don't know what you're looking for, you may not be able to distinguish between the best manufacturers from average ones. Or you could use the manufacturers on either of these 2 clothing vendors lists. Here are details about each list. All the clothing manufacturers were carefully and thoroughly vetted and verified using our foolproof secret 7-step verification system. The verification system has stood the test of time, and currently no manufacturer can get added to our contact list if they fail even one step of the system. What you find in the clothing vendors list are important details on each manufacturer. Details such as their registered company name, their physical address so that you could visit them if you have the chance, their website address, their email address for those with those, their social media such as WhatsApp, Skype ID, and so on. for those that have those. All the manufacturers are located in China. I'll be creating a couple of videos later on reviewing and ranking them, so keep an eye out for those. If you want the clothing vendors list or the all clothing vendors list, you can find their link in the description box. After purchase, it will automatically be sent to your email address immediately. But if you're inexperienced when it comes to working with Chinese manufacturing companies, I have something for you. It is our business guide. The guide comes with a couple of benefits for newbies. What you'll find inside the guide includes business overview on what it takes to work with manufacturers in China. You'll be getting industry secrets and, lingos explained. You also learn how to professionally contact a manufacturer, how to professionally negotiate with a manufacturer, how to get a manufacturer to reduce their MOQ for you, how to pay the manufacturers directly without an agent or a middleman. This one is strictly for people in Africa. How to ship products directly to your doorstep. I should point out that you don't need any permits to work with any of the manufacturers on our vendors list. The last thing you get is a link to a Google Drive containing step-by-step tutorial videos on everything covered in the guide plus more. If that sounds like something you want, check out the description box for the link to the business guide. If you enjoyed this video and have watched it to this point, what is your favorite clothing business idea? Leave it in the comments.